let me do my thing. Let me do my thing. Yeah.
What is up, YouTube? It is Punky Monkey coming at you today with a video review of Scum, the new survival zombie robot post-apocalyptic-ish game. Yeah, guess you can describe it. Pretty awesome game. I'm very addicted to it. If you guys would like to join our server, GamingBlackout servers, the server IP address will be in the description below. It is a very popular server. I'm really not sure how it got so populated, but it's got quite a bit of people on it and growing. So, if you haven't played this game yet, some of the key features to it is, well, okay, let's start with the bugs. It's alpha, obviously. It's gonna have some bugs. So you're gonna see lots of bugs, and they warn you about that too, right, as you buy the game and when you get into the game. So don't expect this to be like a miracle, or you're not going to have any bugs or any kind of issues with the game itself, because that's not going to happen. Every alpha game has different things going on. So one of the big things in this game that you just want to make sure you do is obviously survive. So if you're fresh into the game and you pick up a gun, I would suggest not shooting it until you know you're prepared to do so, because it does attract a lot of attention pretty quickly too. I almost went down earlier, and basically because I decided to shoot a gun and attracted like 20 zombies, but luckily I escaped the mess and got myself into a better situation. If you are new to survival games, I would say Scum is a good game to try. If you played this DayZ in the future, in the past, and still now, DayZ is still kind of busted. It's kind of got like a familiar feel to it. You know, you're trying to survive. Oh shit! No. I don't want to fight you, dude. I really don't. So, like I said, the key objective is just to survive. One of the big things you want to learn in this game, yep, he's over there, is there's a lot of it's not like any other game. To run faster. Oh, that's a badass raincoat. How many slots that is? None? Wait. 2. Okay, I'm gonna change. I keep getting distracted. All this cool stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of different things, like when you run faster. It's your mouse wheel, believe it or not. I mean, you can obviously change the stuff to whatever you want it to change to, but I actually don't mind the mouse wheel. One big thing that you might want to do is when you are crafting in this game, it's a little bit difficult, and I'm probably gonna do a video just on crafting because of how difficult it actually is. It can be a pain. You gotta get everything in like an area, craft it in that area. You know, bag space is very hard because that's difficult there. Overall though, I'm not gonna lie, this game is pretty awesome. Ooh, penicillin. I have a lot of food. This is the best, in my opinion. You want to be as stacked as possible, because you're gonna get into some situations. Some things to watch out for. Every big high loot area is going to have robots in them. Those robots kind of prevent you from, obviously, getting things. But, I mean, you can get around them. It's not like you can't get around them. You just got to play your cards right and, you know, move around them. Overall, this game is a load of fun. One thing that a lot of videos don't teach you, and this is going to be something helpful in the future, and I'm telling you, you're going to be looking for it. Like, what the hell? Where do I find this information? Can't find it on Google. If you do find it on Google, it's a terrible explanation of it. If you have to poop or pee, okay, because you do have to do these things in this game, I will take you to your little metabolism chart. This is your character. Crazy, right? All this massive amounts of stuff. Like right now, my sodium level's too high, my sugar level's too high, my protein's not high enough, carbs aren't high enough. This is a full-on detail about how your character runs. Your character changes throughout the game. It's not like any other survival game you played. You can monitor all your stats here. The crafting menu, obviously, is a little weak. I'm sure they're going to be building up to it. You know, it's very first stages. I'm very impressed, and I think a lot of people are very impressed with what they're doing. And then, of course, your inventory. And then you have events, like we have who's been on the server. Looks like Demo is in the lead right now, with Norman close behind him there. And I think I'm doing terrible, which was expected. But I've gotten a bunch of fame points back, so my last thing. But yeah, if you have to poop or you have to pee, obviously you don't want to do that. So you're going to hold tab. You can medical from here. You can do actions eventually. Say, I think there's going to be taunt. I'm not really sure if that's a thing yet. It doesn't look like it is. But you just use the bathroom. You could vomit, take a poop, you could piss, and yeah, vomit. So if you have to poop, obviously, character's going to do it. You're going to take a little squat and drop a nice turd. Now if you're healthy, the poop's going to come up and look like a normal turd. And if you're not, then you might paint the wall brown. Be prepared, because it can happen either way. Looks like right now he's going to wipe with his hand, which I'm sure is going to be a thing. And he pulls his pants up and he's done. So, you do have to do this throughout the game, or you will be forced to do it, and it could be in a situation where you don't want to be taking a crap, and as you can see right there, some nasty poop, right? So you don't want to be doing that like mid-zombie fight. Your guy just stops and he's like, "Oh, dude, I gotta poop," you know. And this could cause you to get on pretty quickly. It's currently nighttime right now, and for all it's worth, the actual game itself is great graphics, in my opinion. I mean, the graphics are amazing, very well detailed. The zombies are freaking crazy. They'll jump through windows, and legit jump through windows. It's not like anything you've seen like with other survival zombie-based games, like DayZ, for instance, where for the longest time, and I don't even know if it's still a thing, where zombies would just walk through walls. And as you know, that's kind of a pain in the ass, especially when you're trying to like hide from a zombie. A lot of looting. It's a very slow-paced game, I would say, at first, because you know you got to do a lot of looting, build your character up. You obviously don't want to get owned. If you do get owned, you have 3 options, I believe. The first option is to spawn, which is just 25 fame points. The second option is to spawn on a sector, and as you can see, this map is not small. It takes a long time to walk from one end to the other. An hour, maybe even longer. It's a big map. It's a long walk. And then you can, if you want to spend 50 fame points, you can spawn in a sector, so B3, C3, C2, whatever. And then you could spawn on squad mate for 100 fame points. So if you're in the lead and you don't mind, spawning on a squad member, you're out there doing something crazy, you can get your loot back pretty easily. If you have no fame points and you want your loot back, you can about guarantee that you're not going to spawn in the same sector or even near it, because the spawns you quite far away. I think maybe once I've gotten my loot back from actually spawning in a sector I died in, so just remember that in the future. We're gonna go ahead and pause this up. Ooh, look at that banana. Let's eat the banana, right? Wait, yeah, let's eat the banana. So we're gonna pause this up, and we're gonna come back when it's a little bit lighter outside, so that way you guys can really get a glimpse of the awesomeness that is Scum, and show you some more like daytime stuff. Really, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Just kind of wanted to go over the game, what I think it personally, it's definitely worth 20 bucks. The game has a lot of potential, and I think that the devs are going to work really hard on making this thing a real success, because you can join their Discord. I can throw a link down below as well. They'll keep you up with all the updates and stuff like that. Great group of people. And I think they really have something awesome here. But let's come back when it's daytime so we can give you guys a little glimpse of what it looks like in the day. Alright, it's finally daytime here. So we're gonna take a look outside. And just, well, I would say it's not officially daytime, but I did get some cool gear when I was searching through the night. Got a green jacket, so that's gonna help me out, stay camouflaged, and that good stuff. So, it looks like, I don't know. It looks like there were some people here. But anyway, let's take a look at some of the daytime features. We'll run out in the woods here. Hopefully we don't come across anything too crazy. There's a zombie right there. I don't really want to get into combat with a zombie right now. But I do kind of want to run over this other town up north here. Just because it's a big area. So, going over what we talked about. Basically, if you haven't played this game, pick it up. It's like 20 bucks. I mean, you can't go wrong for 20 bucks. I'm sure it's going to have a lot more quality stuff added to it. I know they were talking about adding forest fires, which could be pretty wild actually. If you can actually start a forest fire. So if you're camping, because if you, I don't know if you know this, or so you actually do have the option to cut down a tree, like so. Now, you're not actually swinging it and doing it like all other survival kind of games. It kind of does it for you. Kind of nice actually, especially if you played Ark or anything and swung an axe 4,000 times. Then it cuts down everything into little pieces here, as you can see, sticks, so on and so forth. So now you got this huge selection of junk, and then you can make a fireplace. Like, say you want to craft this fireplace here, and it's not like a great fireplace or anything. It's probably one of the lower end fireplaces because there's actually a campfire, but it does a trick, and it places the fireplace right where you crafted it. So that's a little crazy. That portion of it, like, because you can't really move it, like, 'cause these logs are huge. I mean, they'll take up a whole bag. So then you just take your lighter in hand, click on your fire, or don't click on your fire. Maybe I don't have. Matches. I don't understand why I can't light it. Like I said, there's some different various bugs. I don't really know why it's not letting me light it, because it clearly should let me light the fire. But yeah, that's basically what you do. And the pickaxe will gather rocks, but you can gather rocks from like bushes and stuff. If you look down, you can like search for rocks, and boom, look, there's a bunch of rocks. So it's a little easier to carry rocks around than logs around. Overall, the game though, I'm not gonna lie, it does have some work, but what work it does actually have, it's not much. I mean, I can't say it's not much. It's quite a bit, but they're working on it, and they're working on it really quickly. I mean, they're coming out with new patches on it. They're getting stuff done. I mean, and that's really all you can ask of a company that, you know, the game's in alpha, as long as they keep updating it with new stuff. Parsley. What am I gonna use that for? So if you're looking for one of those good survival games, one of those, really? You'll be right there in the road. Now zombies don't pull like super close, but if I got any closer to him, he probably would have pulled. But if you're looking for a good survival game, one, it's gonna take a little time to play. Gonna put a little effort into it. Oops. I knew it. Definitely move around a lot when you're swinging these guys. Ooh, I owned him pretty quickly. Definitely move around a lot. I just heard another growling sound. Yeah, you want to move around a lot. The stamina is a little weird right now. I don't know if they're gonna fix that or not. Looks like we're coming up on one of those military bases, so this is gonna be kind of good to show you. Oh shit. Okay, we're not gonna want to go that way. There's too many zombies that way. This is like an outpost, I guess you can call it. And I guarantee there's gonna be a robot. Walking around this place. Yeah, you can hear him. Yep. there is. So these are going to be the places that have the most high valued loot. Guns, ammo, things that you're going to need. As you can see, it's kind of gated. It's got some military bunkers in it, some posts. There's going to be a robot in there because he's walking around. If he sees you, he will come after you. You'll hear like intruder alert, and he'll just start firing. There's no warning. Not really sure what the health pool is on one of these things, but it's probably pretty high. He's right here. I can hear him walking. So the objective would be to get inside that building right there as quickly as possible, close the doors, and hopefully not die from the robot. Now remember, if you do get owned, you lose everything unless you spawn back into the sector, spawn on the squad mate, so on and so forth. And I'm not going to mess with him right now. It's just because I don't really want to lose all of everything I've worked for in the last 2 or 3 days that I've not died. So we won't mess with him until like the full squad's on, and maybe we'll get in there and do some stuff. I do know that like they're not hard to avoid, like because you can get in and out of these bases pretty easily, but you just gotta play it smart. Definitely gonna take a little time to do that. But as you can see, the graphics on this game are just beautiful. They did a really good job with the graphics. Of course, I gotta have zombies just chilling outside in my curve here, and I'm gonna chill out. But yeah, that's pretty much the game in a picture. I'm gonna bring out some more videos with this. Gonna do some like squad stuff. We're gonna do some military base raiding, get some good loot, stuff like that. So definitely tune back in. If you liked the video, drop one of those big old likes on the bottom. Subscribe. We'll be coming out with some more content, of course, for all different kind of games. We're gonna be doing some just various different videos. I'm gonna try to get some more videos uploaded more often, especially since now I got things fixed on my end. But if you enjoyed the video, check us out. If you want to play Scrum on our server, the link will be below. Grab that link, join up. It's not passworded. Lots of people on here to play with. Obviously, I don't even know how many people. 32 people. That's just today. Yesterday we had like 64 total people that joined on the server, but looks like this dude right here is just wrecking it with 753 fame points. I don't think he's died once. It's crazy. It's a lot of fame points. Appreciate you watching. Hope you liked the video. We'll be back next time with another one.